Hey guys!
As promised, we're back to do the second video on this very special quarantine doubleheader, and this is an interesting story, alright? So let's make this as quick as possible, but let's tell the folks at home why we're here watching this video, or getting ready to watch this video.
Yeah.
So I got a message from Nocturnal on Instagram. Actually, I got more than one message, but I didn't read them because I thought it was some spam. I thought it was some porno website, or I don't know, like fuck chicks in the dark. You know what I mean? Like,
you didn't see the actual
no,
asking for the video. You just saw the.
I just saw on my phone. I had a message from Nocturnal, and I'm like, what is this, like a porno superhero? Like he's like the master of the glory hole. Like all of these things went because I get a lot of. Honestly, I get a lot of shit like that on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. You know, like
it's just spam stuff.
Yeah, like, you know, I'll show you my tits. You show me your dick. That, you know, that kind of shit like that. Tons of that. So I didn't even bother. I saw there was a blue check mark, but I was like, you know what? These days they're giving blue check marks to everybody. Well, not everybody because we don't have it, but almost everybody. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So anyways, so I didn't really bother. I kind of, not that I ignore it, but I didn't bother. At least the first couple of messages. Yeah. Then because he sent me another message, I read it. And I was like, oh, just some, this was me. One of these, another fucking dude who thinks he rocks wants us to check their video. We don't have time for this shit. So I said, okay, you know what? We'll see what we can do. Okay. That was my answer.
That was your thing.
This is true. Everything that I said right now,
because we
100% true.
Because I know you do get a lot of people asking for
tons.
Yeah.
Right. So tons. So I was like, okay, dude, like, you know, we'll check it. All right. That was my answer.
Yeah, and
then you come into the story.
And then one night I was on his channel because I really enjoy his channel, and I was looking at his Hypa music video, like reaction video, and then I saw he also had a new music video for his band, and I listened to that, and I was like, we gotta do this on the channel.
And that's when you approached me.
Yeah.
And then I said, is that who this guy is? And I said to you, you know, he sent this private message asking us to check out their video.
I'm like, you're stupid if you thought anything else.
Listen. I'm an old dude.
I
don't know half of the people on YouTube.
See, I listened to it and I wanted to do it on the channel. And then when you told me that he asked us to do it, that just gives us more of a reason of doing it.
All right, and that's why we're
even
here.
If he didn't ask us, I still wanted to do it.
True enough. But he asked us and we're here. And I apologize for thinking that all you wanted to do was to trade dick pics. My apologies. I mean, I'm still open for it if you want to. But let's not. Let's move on from that. There's nothing to see here. Literally, there's really nothing to see. All right, so the name of the band is Termina, right? And the name of the song is The Abyss.
Yeah.
All right, so because you've seen the video, you know the song, this is going to be
your
first-hand experience for me. So once the video is over, I'll go in first.
Yeah.
All right? All right, perfect.
Inside the show me your life. Are you with me or are you against me? We're not the salt of the earth, but you've been thirsting for something you can't see. Follow me into the abyss. Embrace who you are inside. We can have everything that we ever wanted. So show me your worth. The salt of the earth.
Just shut your eyes. I know you're terrified. Let me take your pain away. Now you've tried. You couldn't say goodbye. We both know that you'll stay.
That's where you wanna be. Your greatest desire.
right, so I got to go first, right?
Yeah.
Because you already knew the song. Wow, man. I really dig it. And I think I have to break it down into two different things, right? First, I think we have to break it into vocals and then the musical side of the track. The vocals were absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Perfect in terms of when do you go with your harsh vocals, when you go with your clean. The clean vocals were absolutely magnificent. Like, I got some Architects vibe from it.
That's when I listened to it. That's exactly what I said.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah, I'm getting some Architects vibe, especially from the clean vocals.
The clean vocal, that eeriness that
Yeah.
they have, how haunting they are and how eerie they are, totally gave me an Architects vibe, because there's
Especially the emotion in
100%,
Yeah.
100%, because there's a lot of metalcore bands out there, right? So the genre itself is like flooded with every genre is flooded with
Yeah.
bands, but to me, one of the things that always kind of, not that I'm not a fan of the genre, but one of the things that always has me a little bit leaning back, like Fat Joe on a sick track, is the fact that it starts to become a repetitive genre.
Yeah.
Almost all bands start to sound the same. They do the same thing.
That's why some bands need something extra to kind of push them through.
And to me, one of the reasons why I like Architects as much as I do is the ability that they have to make the vocals feel so emotional.
Yeah.
They're always able to capture the essence of the lyrics of the track, the emotion that the music have, and then transmit that through the vocals. And I felt that these guys deliver that like in spades, the same
Yeah.
feel. Like, I was listening to the clean, specifically in the clean vocals, I was listening to it and I'm like, wow, man, total Architects vibe from it. And that's a huge compliment, because I really like that emotional approach to how the vocals come across. But the dynamic between those clean emotional vocals and then the anger, the intensity that comes in the harsh vocals, that balance there is perfect. It's there's not one, sometimes when we do a video, we talk about how, I wish they had a little bit more spice here, a little bit more spice.
There was spice everywhere.
No, but it was but perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
Every time I'm listening to the song and I'm like, well, right now you need the clean vocals to come in. Boom, they're there. And it's like, now this...
Even the slow parts, I mean...
It's still magnificent. And then I was like, this now needs some harsh vocals, some a little bit... Boom, there. It's like I'm listening to the song and they're reading my mind and they're delivering on everything that I'm thinking that needs to come next. Plus, the chorus is not only melodic and haunting, it's really hooky. It's catchy.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard the song before, and I was singing some lines of the chorus as I'm listening to the song, because he has such an eerie approach with the clean vocals that those words just get embedded in your ears, and you cannot forget them. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's the first time you're listening to this or the 110th time you're listening to it. That chorus, by the second time it comes around, you're singing it. You know what I mean? It just has that ability to stay with you. Then musically, I thought it was heavy, melodic, has the right bends at the right time, the right breaks when they need to be in order for the song to have these stops and goes and these different momentums. So as fluid and as much of a roller coaster ride the song is vocally, with the clean and the harsh, the clean and the hot.
Yeah.
It's the same way musically, getting more melodic, getting heavier, getting more melodic, getting heavier. There's only one piece there at the end. I wish there was a heavier breakdown right almost towards the end. Like there's a little bit of it, but to me, that piece there at the end, it needed something even heavier. You want to finish a song, in my opinion, a song like this that has this kind of a roller coaster ride that goes from melodic and melancholic to the aggressive and the intensive, and it's coming back and forth. I like a song like this to finish on a super, super heavy note. And by super heavy note, in my opinion, I like when the song finishes with a really heavy breakdown, or when the vocals become heavier than what they were in the heaviest moments up until that point. Not necessarily, you don't necessarily need both, but I like either one or the other. So either you finish the song with like a really like one of those breakdowns that you just like, you break down everything around you. Either you do one of those and you finish off the track like that, or you bring in the harsh vocals in at the end, and you bring them in heavier than what they were up until that point. So the song finishes off on like a really powerful and strong note. I love when that happens. Not to take anything away from the song, because I really like the track. I mean, this is a song that I can listen all day. It's a really...
And you've heard another song that he's done, not with this band, but he did the Slavic Squat song.
Is that him?
He's the guitar player
In that song?
in that song.
By the way, this guy loves that shit.
I love that Slavic Squad song.
I know, you bought it on iTunes.
I really wish I had that song over in Finland because I only discovered it when we went to Portugal.
Is that when you discovered last summer?
Yeah, and
Because you guys were doing the Slavic Squad when we were in Finland.
yeah, so I really wish I had it when we were in Finland because then me and Benji would just be playing that song.
You've played that song to me. I know what song you're talking
Yeah.
about, and I still can't understand why. I mean, to me, it's like whatever. But you're obsessed with that
I
track.
love that song.
I know he loves that track. All right, like I said, what I said there about the breakdown or the heavier vocal, that
Yeah.
does not take anything away from how good the song is. It's just to me finishing on that kind of a note, it puts like a heavier stamp on the track. But having said that, total once again, this is a compliment. Those clean vocals and the way the song is put together, a little bit of an Architects vibe, and that to me, I mean, if you're gonna emulate somebody, I don't within the metalcore genre, I don't think you can get much better than Architects. So
I'm surprised how good this was when I listened to it the first time.
Oh, you were
because I know he's a good guitar player.
But you had Slavic Squad in your mind.
No. Because even that's good. But I'm talking about
well, it's debatable. That's debatable.
Metal YouTubers who play guitar and then they have their own kind of
bands and their shit,
and they're not good. Which I'm surprised because if you're such a good guitar player in your videos, I think you should kind of shine in the song.
I know, but you can shine in the song. That doesn't mean the guys around him are any good.
That's true.
That's like me taking Cristiano Ronaldo to play a kickabout. Okay, he's gonna be Cristiano Ronaldo, but all of us are gonna suck.
But I was surprised because I'm like, usually kind of they're not as good, and then I listened to it, I'm like, this is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you had the Allen Iverson thought, like, if I'm good, I make everybody else around me good. So who needs practice?
Yeah.
But it's not the case. That's not necessarily the case. All right, I want to apologize. By the way, I want to apologize to Nick Nocturnal for thinking that he was a spammer. And not giving him the dues, the credit.
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot. Like, the guy has way more subscribers than us. He's a much more popular, famous YouTube celebrity than we are. And here I am thinking the guy wants to send me dick pics. So, that goes to show you, like, what else? What can I say? And by the way, I'm not a boomer. Before people say, okay, boomer, I'm not a boomer. So, I'm not that old. I know my beard is white, but I'm not that old. All right. On that note, is there anything else you want to add?
I think
we've said it all.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. Sorry for that. Next time you have another video, just hit me up. Now I know who you are.
Now we know how it sounds.
Hey, you have my attention. You definitely have my attention. All right, guys. Take care. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.